Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video I'm going to show you this 1964.5 Ford Mustang Convertible. This car is made in a 1/18 scale by Precision Collection, and it's a great piece. If you really enjoy those muscle cars, especially Mustangs, subscribe my channel and click the bell for news and give me a thumbs up. See this video thoroughly. We're going to take a better look at this car, which is fantastic. One thing that's very nice about this Mustang is we find this brochure that's enclosed in the box. It's got some advertisements at the time, and even the Mustang I'm going to show is just like this one. We have some texts, a little text about the Mustang model and the car itself. I'm not going to read it through them right now. We have some more pictures of Mustangs and ads at the time, and a hardtop Mustang, which I think it's the most beautiful of its time, and one that's exactly like the one that's reproduced. Some information on some more pictures on the car, and this sticker here, the price sticker, information we have about prices. This car used to cost $3,425. One more look at the car from the picture. That's really nice. There is also a certificate of authenticity that's made by Precision 100 Collection. Speaking about the car, that it's got to be filled in. One letter from the model manufacturer directing to Mustang enthusiasts and featuring what the car has to show, which is the original color, replicas of original decals, individual spark plugs, wires, adjustable front seats, sampling of advertisements, and a replica of the actual window sticker. That's the price tag. And a letter by Adsel B. Ford II, Chairman Centennial Committee for Model Company. And speaking of Fords, and just directed to Ford consumers. That's a very nice material. And here we have the Mustang. That's a 1964.5 Ford Mustang Convertible, which looks very nice. It's a very attractive car. Mustang wasn't really the first pony car to be launched back in the 60s. First was actually the Barracuda, but it became really a very successful model at the time. This Mustang, made by Precision, has some perfection in its lines and in its trim and all details, as we can see. As we can notice, this car has got opening doors, opening trunk, and opening hood, and it's very rich in details. We can see the hood has got those springs with those hinges with springs. The doors open like in a real car. The trunk has very realistic hinges, and all details in this car are made with perfection. It resembles a real car. As we can notice, lines, the logos, the badges, trim, bumpers, taillights and headlights, wheels and tires, handles, locks, windshield wipers, hood are very well made. With the hood open, we can take a better look at the engine bay. The engine bay is very realistic. The grille is very realistic. It's actually a grille. As we can see, the mesh is a piece of metal simulating a mesh in a real car. And the engine, 289 V8 engine, made with perfection, and with all with the air filter, all cables and wires, all spark plug cables, a battery, brake system, and the engine bay itself is all painted in black, just like in a real car. And the hinges are very realistic. The hood is very realistic. The hood latch, the trim at the tip of the hood, and every detail, as we can notice, the windshield and windshield wipers, Ford logo at the tip of the hood. It really looks like we're looking at an actual car instead of looking at a diecast model car. Hood shuts correctly. The adjustment is perfect. There are no gaps, no misalignments at all. And the lines of the car are very nice. The bumper is perfect. The headlights are perfect. The grille is perfect. The blinkers below the bumper. The front of this car is very realistic. Wheels and tires with those wired wheels look very nice. The interior looks very nice. It's all made in red. It's got a red carpet, red dashboard, red seats, red seat belts with the buckles. Doors open correctly just like in a real car. The door panels are very realistic with the trim and the cranks just like they're supposed to be in a real car. Seat belts are very realistic. Trim around the seats is very realistic as well. Dashboard and steering wheel as well as the pedals and the parking brake lever at the very left edge. Gear lever and the carpet, the floor mat, the door panel, armrest, seats which tilt and adjust just like in a real car. Buckles, left seat, the rear seat also very realistic. Crank in the ashtray in the rear. Dashboard which looks like the one in a real car. Right side with a glove compartment, gear lever, the windshield and the sun visors, the mirror on the left door, fake air intake. It really looks like we're looking at a real car. The dashboard and the gear lever, the steering wheel, as we can see, the gauges and the trim and the steering wheel, the gear lever, floor mats, the ashtray, glove compartment, mirror. It really looks like we're looking at a real car, trust me. The carpet is made in fabric instead of plastic. It's really a very realistic interior. The radio is very realistic as well. Sun visors in the mirror. Trunk lid looks perfect. The hinges look perfect. The trunk looks very well made. The gas cap, spare tire, floor mat, the hinges which are very realistic, tail lights and the reverse lights, bumper and the license plate are made with such perfection. And the spare tire, closer look, floor mat, trunk lock, chrome really shines. And instructions for using the jack, just like the ones you find in a real car. Trunk is quite small, just like the one in a real car, and the trunk lid closes correctly. Trunk lock, and there is a suspension, a working suspension, which is nice. One more look at the right side. Passenger door, we can see fake air intake, the lock, door details, the handle, and vent windows, and the door that shuts correctly. There is no misalignment at all. Mustang logo is a decal and the trim is a piece of plastic with a very high quality chrome. The antenna is fixed, but very realistic. This car really looks fantastic, and this model car made by Precision is perfect. The color is realistic, just like the one in a real car. The lines are very good. Windshield and windshield wipers are perfect. The air intake and all details made in this car are made with perfection. They're very loyal to the original car. The bottom is perfect. The base is perfect. There's a unibody, so we can see the front suspension, steering system, which works. Engine and tranny, which are perfect. Drive shaft that spins, rear as you turn the rear wheels, and rear axle and rear suspension that works as well. Mufflers, in this case, there's no dual exhaust, they are joined together. The engine is a small block. The car is a unibody, so you can see the floor and structure and the frame, which is integrated to the floor of the car, just like it happened in more compact cars, although we had some cars just like the Dodge Monaco that had a unibody as well. And the bottom of a car has very few screws. They're all hidden, the most realistic as it can be, just like the one in a real car. Engine and tranny and all details are right there where they're supposed to be, in the correct colors, correct positions. Wheels and tires are also perfect and rear axle is painted. Okay, as I do a review on my cars, I usually like to refer to some literature, and I happen to have this Ford 100 Years book by Mike Miller. It's a very nice book about Ford's 100 years, and we have some information about the Mustang. Right here, it mentions the total performance years. That's the muscle car era from 1961 to 1970, and it shows a Mustang that looks pretty much like the one I've shown in this review. But this one is 1964, and it's a hardtop, which is a model I really appreciate. We can see Lee Iacocca and Donna Frey, and the Ford Mustang, which was supposed to be a very cheap car and became a great success. Right here we see an X-ray scheme of a 289 V8 engine, which powered a Mustang at that time, and it was a very good engine for this car and gave it a pretty good performance. So from 0 to 10, I would give this car a 10. I would give it an 11 if I could, really. It's really very realistic. It's made with a very high quality. Precision is shown to be a very top quality brand, and this Mustang is a great example of that. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views. I thank you for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe, to give me a thumbs up, and as usual, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.